What up, y'all? Welcome back to Yeah, I Said It, the podcast for all things sports. I'm your host, Chris, and I got just the fellas with me today. What up, fellas?
What up?
Nothing much. Y'all know the playoffs is starting, but it is Tuesday, so we had Black Monday yesterday. So a lot of people got fired. Some people got fired on their day off. Probably at the crib, chilling, eating some chicken wings. And they got the call and said, "My nigga, I need your pass. You're fired." So the teams that have fired their coaches and or are needing a coach right now are the Giants, Denver, Miami, Chicago, the Vikings, the Jags, and possibly also the Raiders. Rumor has it that the Raiders are looking to go after Jim Harbaugh. We'll see if they're going to keep the interim coach or not. Don't know. But we were having a discussion before we started. Don't need the intro, y'all. We getting right into the shit. We're having a very nice debate, or a nice conversation, I should say, about Miami firing Brian Flores as the head coach after he won 7 straight. When he first lost 7 straight, then won 7 straight. He also has a winning record against Bill Belichick. I believe he is 4-2 against Bill Belichick in those 3 years that he coached for Miami. So the reports are him and the GM don't get along. And if I'm the owner and this dude is beating the dude that been beating my ass before he got here, y'all gonna have to work this shit out, because my nigga, he doing some shit that everybody else couldn't do. Nigga, we winning against New England. So 1, 2, apparently the rift between the GM, who apparently is black as well, and the coach started when they drafted Tua. The coach apparently wanted Justin Herbert. They drafted Tua, which is also explains a lot of things what happened. Remember last year, Tua was on the bench. He was not voted the captain by the players. Some of the players came out and said, "I don't see nothing special about Mr. Tua." They kept it 100, kept it a buck. Then all of a sudden, magically, Ryan Fitzpatrick is on the bench. And Tua's starting. Looked like the GM got in there and was like, "Put my boy on the field. I want to see him Sunday, right now." And the coach was like, "Man, this is bullshit, but I got to do, he the boss." So it explains a lot, I feel like.
Hey. Meanwhile, while all that's going on, your boy Justin Herbert throwing for 30 tutties.
Getting it.
2 years.
Yeah, that's tough.
2 years in a row, he had a good year.
2 years in a row. Now imagine if Justin Herbert would have had Miami's defense behind him instead of the Chargers defense. Maybe they would have been in the playoffs right now. You never know. You know what I'm saying?
That's tough.
Like I was saying, bro, they gonna be like, "Oh, well, we gave the black dude a chance. Didn't move as fast as we needed him to." Like Rome was built in a day. I don't know. I've seen people go with losing records 4, 5. And it's like, it's cool. It's cool. Like, I mean, we gave them some time. This dude, the Dolphins are nothing like what they were before Brian Flores got there. We was talking about the Dolphins like how we was talking about the Jets, or we was talking about the Browns at that time. Now these boys, like I said, I feel like a lot of the wins they've been getting was coaching. Because this dude Tua has not been special, bro. He has not been at all when he been on the field. Not to me. Somebody else might look at him and be like, "Oh, that dude is amazing." I haven't said amazing one time watching Tua, bro. And I done said that was amazing from Justin Fields this year. And this nigga was like the worst quarterback in the league. Statistically, yeah. But I'm like, man, I can't believe Miami did that BS, man. Like, I don't know what else you want this man to do. I guess he got to suit up and go block and got.
So what are they expecting from the next coach? Is that straight up they just want
But who?
somebody that's gonna listen to the GM?
My thing is, right now, I feel like he is the best candidate right now since y'all fired him. Unless somebody leaving their team, he is the best candidate right now.
I look at
that's tough.
Like since they've been doing like the playoff hunt for like the last month or so. And boys was in the playoff hunt like 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And like y'all was like touching bases on like what do they expect for him to do? He really never had a starting QB. You know what I'm saying?
The entire time he been there, bro, he has not had a starting QB.
Yeah, like what else did? Like you said, he was trending in the right direction. So they was in the playoff hunt, and then you get rid of the man on Monday, and I know it came as a surprise because they was doing everything that you would think a team to fight for a playoff spot to do without a franchise quarterback.
Right, with the whole thing at quarterback all year. Like, that's been a thing all year for the Dolphins. What are they going to do at quarterback? That's tough, dude.
I don't think he's going to last long as a free agent quarterback. I mean, coach, I would say.
No, I think he's going to get a coach job this cycle if he wanted.
I think he would probably try to find the right spot because he got dealt a bad hand. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He got an organization that's gonna really understand his goals because he probably, like I said, he got dealt a bad hand, man. He got shitted on. He had Ryan Fitzpatrick. We could say a lot about Fitzy, but he's never been a franchise quarterback. He's been that guy that'll win you a few games. And, you know, he'll look good. You know what I'm saying? He a good ass backup. He's that guy. Your star get hurt and you got 5-6 games left. He might go 500 for you. You know, he's not that guy you expecting to win 12. So, you know what I'm saying? No knock on Fitz because I seen him throw some darts to shine. I done seen him play some good ball, but he's been.
But he's at the end. Like, this dude was already 30-something when my man
he's he's a journeyman.
Yeah. It's not like you can really count on this dude, even though he was having success at the time. I don't know.
Yeah.
They do some wild things nowadays.
They don't get a chance, and when they do give you a chance, that's really like, hey, bro, we gave it to you. Sayonara.
I really don't know what the Dolphins are thinking. Like, I think the Dolphins think they're better than they are. Like, I don't understand what they're thinking. Like, why fire him now?
Exactly.
Back to what Darius was saying, I think got to be somebody that's really behind Tua. They got to find somebody that's gonna kiss Tua's ass and be that quarterback whisperer.
That ain't necessary, man. That's gonna be tough for the team if they're forced. Yeah. If they're forced Tua, which is what it seems like.
It's only gonna be tough because Tua ain't it. Just like how it is with the Browns right now. It's tough because Baker Mayfield ain't it, bruh. And you keep trying to make it about this nigga, and it ain't. They need to find something else in Miami. Get a stupid running game. You got one receiver in Jalen Waddle.
And
get a running game. Get an offensive line. Get an offensive line. At least that'll.
Say it again, Sean.
I said they got rid of their line. They had Tunsil.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, he like top 5, top 6 left tackle in the league. They got rid of him for some draft picks. They was doing the NBA type thing. That's what they was just trading ridiculously.
Bruh, 2 years ago, niggas was like, oh, the Dolphins is, when they was loading up on them picks and shit, niggas was like, oh, the Dolphins about to do something crazy. Everybody felt like they had the right coach. It was like, can you make the right picks, bro? And it's like, nigga, it seems like this relationship was scarred from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
If they really didn't see eye to eye on coach, I don't know how you expect, for him to get the best out of those dudes. It's like he ain't the dude for us. Like, I don't know, man. And for them for him to give them the first like back-to-back winning season since like 03 is like, that's crazy. But Buddy been in charge for like 21 years. So you can say they've been terrible all on his watch.
Yeah.
So he must be friends with the owners. Like with the owner, he must actually be friends with the owner.
Yeah, I mean, the 2 years before Blindfolders got there, I just looked it up. They went 7-9 in 2018 and 6-10 in 2017. He got there in 2019. He went 5-11 because they sucked.
Mm-hmm.
Be real. That's when they were they were in position to get their quarterback. And he wanted who he wanted. They didn't want to give him to him, and they drafted Tua. So I believe I agree with y'all. I just think they want whoever they want in there. They want them to support Tua, and I get that. But I feel what Darius is saying too. Like, shoot, even though Justin Fields' stats don't look that great, I saw some special stuff from the guy. But when I look at Tua, I'm like, where's the special stuff? Where's your special sauce?
See that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, like Tua been injury prone since high school.
Yeah.
Like, put all your cards, all your chips in on this dude, and he really ain't that guy, and he still can't stay healthy. That's too many negatives for me, man.
Yeah. Where's your special sauce? What's that thing that you do that other people can't do? We know what Justin Herbert can do. He can throw that thing. He can sling it. What does Tua do? It's almost like he can run, but not really. He can throw, but not really. He got a gun, but almost.
Your career, bro.
Yeah, I think he's a very average quarterback.
He's gonna be a journeyman at best, which is nothing is wrong with that. Ryan Fitzpatrick has made some good money being a journeyman.
He gonna have moments where he ball out, but they looking for a franchise QB, man. They got a long way to go. But which one of these jobs do y'all think is the best one? Like, if you the head coach and you looking for a job, and we're gonna include the Raiders job too, because they are in the playoffs right now. Which one of these jobs do you feel like that's the one I would take?
Personally, see, that's the thing. I like Miami because it gives you something to work with, but I'm gonna probably say Minnesota because your offense is built, man. They lost a lot on defense, so they need to just get that defense right. But on offense, they got a quarterback. Their best player is not at quarterback on offense. It's either the running back or the receiver. But they got a quarterback that can get it done, that can get them the ball. You got a nice running game with Dalvin Cook. Hey, if you can get that defense a little better, hey, a win here, win there, that takes them off of that line. That could take them off of that line. Oh, we don't know which Minnesota we gonna get. Hey, make it. Hey, we can expect this Minnesota every week.
Facts.
Name the teams again.
You got the Giants. You got Denver. You got Miami. You got Chicago, the Vikings, the Jags, and the Raiders. Possibly.
That's tough, dude. I think the Broncos is a good
job.
A good job. They need a quarterback too, but I think the Broncos is a good job, man. That location is legit. They're like a built-in 500 team. So if you can just get them over the humps to the away game, you should be in there. They need a quarterback. They need a better quarterback or a better system. Like Buddy's system on offense was just trash. Like, I don't know if his specialty was defense, but his offense was not that great.
He needs to get the Bengals playbook.
They might not have a
They
personnel
got
for that one.
receivers. They got some nice receivers in Denver.
They do. They do. They do. They got a nice tight end. They got a nice receiver. Ooh, this is tough, man. I want to say the Vikings, but Kirk Cousins, I feel like he is an above average to
That's why
average
I can't.
quarterback,
That's why
and
I
they
can't
pay him
pick the
like he
Vikings,
is
bro.
Aaron Rodgers or somebody.
No, they pay him like Kirk Cousins beat the system,
But see,
and
that's what
that's
I
their
said.
fault for getting beat by the system. Like they
See?
put that system in place to
See?
strap quarterbacks like
He make it.
Kirk Cousins, bro.
He make it hard for him to argue because now this nigga's throwing to Justin Jefferson and Adam Thielen.
And his
it's like,
numbers look
but
good.
yes, and it's like, nigga, what can you do? He's like, shit, pay me.
Yeah, man. And I like Denver. I like Miami. I like them all.
You like the Giants?
I don't like the Giants. You got long way to go. You building the Giants. No,
Bro,
I'm gonna
you
go
said you
Chicago.
like
I'm
them
gonna go
all.
Chicago.
Like,
I'm gonna go Chicago.
Like,
Here's why I'm
what?
gonna go Chicago. Because the defense is
Because
set.
Justin Fields, your boy.
I feel like they have a quarterback because
already
I've seen
know.
something special out of the quarterback. I think a lot of all the other teams need a quarterback.
Man,
Period. Like I didn't see anything special except for the Jaguars.
I've seen something special out of this.
No.
I have not seen anything special out of Justin Fields that lets me know that he's going to be the future in Chicago, bro.
Wait a minute. I've seen just as much out of Justin Fields, like as far as special, as I did out of Trevor Lawrence.
I didn't say I saw nothing special out of Trevor Lawrence, bro.
Really?
Like,
Did you not watch the game Sunday?
that last game, no, he looked good. What I'm saying is, I have a recency bias like everybody else. I ain't seen Justin Fields do nothing recently. Trevor Lawrence lit it up. So it gives you a reason to go into the fall and be like, Trevor Lawrence, I told y'all he was just because Urban Meyer sucked and they didn't put him in the right situation. He's just going to go torch the league. And I am almost now to the point where Trevor Lawrence is going to be a system guy. Like, he's not going to be the dude that you can plug in anywhere. But if you plug him in under the right system, he might kill it.
I feel
like
you.
That's just where I am on that, bro. Because you've seen good quarterbacks on bad teams, and you're like, oh, that dude's good. They're just trash. Like, no matter what he does, they can't win that game.
Do you think Brian Flores go to Jacksonville? Trevor Lawrence is most successful.
Yes,
he might. If Jacksonville has a built-in defense, now if they have to work on building that defense up, then I don't know.
Well, this is
my
thing.
Better than
defense up.
I guess I'm asking, do you think he'd be better than he was this year?
And Jets, I don't know. That's a whole different like roster and crew of dudes. Like, I'm just not sure what's going on in Jacksonville.
I think he would. The only reason why I was saying Chicago is because I think the thing that they're missing is the offensive line. I think they got some weapons, get him some more weapons, but definitely the offensive line. I think you can fix the offensive line in the offseason with some free agents and drafting. I think you can fix that position and y'all will be very, very good because all their problems goes back to the offensive line and what the head coach was calling, which was horrible, which we still don't understand what he was doing.
Nagy made it through the year, and I think I don't know, like what was Nagy's pedigree? Like, what was the reason they hired this dude? Like, what did he bring?
Minded guy, like he was supposed to be
the offensive coordinator for.
He was supposed to be the offensive guru.
Out of all the teams, I'll pick Oakland. Well, not Oakland, Las Vegas. I'll pick Las Vegas for multiple reasons. Because I love the bag. I want me a motherfucking John Gruden check. You feel me? Let me pick who I want to pick. Go to the bank when I want to go to the bank. Go to the casino. I'll be at the Mandalay with their money. You feel me? Shit, that's one reason. I love the stadium. That look nice. And they playoff team right now. They're a playoff team right now.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what I'm saying? You just if I could just add a little bit to it, that's just like you already got some smacking ass chicken and you just throw some banging ass sauce on that motherfucker, you good to go. So I will go with Las Vegas for those reasons, mainly the money.
Yeah, he ain't cutting that check.
Yeah.
The only reason Gruden got that check, bro, is because Buddy specifically liked John Gruden. They not cutting that check to nobody else.
Yeah.
Only dude gets a check like that is Bill Belichick.
But let's go ahead and move on to the games. We have the NFL playoffs starting, but before then, we have to go over what we did last week. Y'all know last week was an all-in-one for all the marbles because I had a mess up, a screw up. Me and Brianna forgot to get her games, but I'll announce the if it was all together. But from last week, finishing with 8 games picked correct.
Probably me.
For Sean, Brianna, and me.
Dang.
And in second place,
Sounds about right.
finishing with 10 games picked correctly.
You got me with that bum Jacksonville game.
Was Blair.
I already know what it was. It was the Jacksonville game, bro.
Because he picked the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Jacksonville Jaguars.
Was Darius with 11 games picked correctly.
Trash baskets, bro. You knew it.
And he said he got it because he what? Prayed for it.
I prayed for it. And I got it. You.
The worst.
Thank you.
The worst.
That's all right, guys. Blame Chris. I'll take that.
But if I was able to keep my wins, of course I had to win. I was at like, what was I?
Old news, man.
Nobody knows. We don't even
152,
remember. Whatever you're talking about, we don't know what you're talking about.
We have no idea.
Your record was, last time I saw it, was like 145 or 185 or something like that. It was,
you are now
not
speaking about alternative facts.
Nah. But
we're not
y'all
out
know
here
how
on
we
the
do this
multiverse
thing.
of madness, bro.
Y'all know how we do this thing. We get right into the shit. We've been in it. So playoffs, wild card round. First game is Saturday afternoon. It is at 4:30, Sean. So I think you're gonna have an opportunity to be able to see the game. It's at 4:30. Is the Las Vegas Raiders at the Cincinnati Bengals. And I can tell y'all from right now, from where I'm sitting, it's cold as a man, as cold as a damn polar bear's balls up here. I'm telling you, it is cold as hell up here. I'm trying to tell you, and it's probably gonna be cold around like 4:30. Woo! Hey, them Vegas boys ain't gonna know what hit them. I'm telling you, it's gonna be cold as hell out here, man. I'm just letting you know. But Blair, who you got, man? I mean, Darius, who you got, man? Since you champ from the regular season and all.
Hey, appreciate that. Champ, that sounds good. Oh man, I don't know, man. These games all these games gonna be tough now, except for one game. But
remember last year's playoffs, it was all Blair.
Hey, yeah, Blair smoked us last year in the playoffs. He definitely did. I think this is gonna be a good game despite the cold weather, because I feel like they have a decent running game. I feel like the Raiders have a decent enough running game to that they'll be able to withstand the cold weather. I feel like for this Cincinnati team, this is new territory. So, a lot of pressure gonna be there. So I'm be ready to see how that goes. But I gotta go with Cincinnati, man. I'm gonna go with Cincinnati, dog. Let's go 24-14, Cincinnati. Pull away End of the third, into the fourth. Joe Burrow make him a big throw, put the game out of reach.
Sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go because I ain't 100% sold on either one of these dudes. I feel like Cincinnati got the most to prove under these circumstances because nobody expected Vegas to be in the playoffs. So I don't know if they're actually ready and if they press. I'm gonna go Vegas.
Ooh.
And I'm gonna go Raiders.
Ooh, okay.
17. No. Raiders 31. Cincinnati 27.
Wow. You got a lot of
like
points
that.
there, man. A lot of points
like
in this
that.
cold weather for Vegas.
What you say?
So you got a lot of points there in this cold weather for Vegas.
I would say that might be tough, but unless like field conditions are terrible, which then don't play to the Bengals' help to their benefit at all. So if the field conditions are trash, Josh Jacobs is probably gonna have a field day. But if the field conditions are not trash, who checks Darren Waller?
You're right.
Darren Waller is a problem, dude. And every time they go to Darren Waller, it's Hunter Renfrow. Like, Renfrow is there at all times. Like, at all times, he's there. Darren Waller outruns everybody. Like, it's tough if you don't have anybody to specifically check Darren Waller. It's a problem. And then if you do, Hunter Renfrow gives you the blues. So, I don't know, man. I don't know which one of these strengths. Which one? Because I was going to go low, but I'm like, you know what? The games that the Raiders win oddly end up being high-scoring games. Like, it's some Derek Carr had to get 15 points in like 7 minutes, something crazy like that. He'll do it. Like, it's not that he can't do it because he does it all the time. But I feel like the game just is – it's supposed to be a close game, but it might end up being like, you know, come down to who gets the most stops in the second half type of deal.
John, what you got, man?
I came in last place. I plead the fifth.
Bro, we both did.
I was going to say all y'all came in last place. At least 3 of y'all came in last place.
I got the Bengals for sure, and I think it's probably going to be closer than what y'all think. I think I got it 24-21 Cincinnati. I don't think the cold weather going to really do too much damage this week. I think what's going to come down is the mental mistakes from the quarterback. Going off of what, and it is true that the Bengals haven't been here, but all they stars shine bright at night. All these boys that stars on the Bengals teams have been in the bright lights on the college level, I may say, college level, but the boys is not scared of the bright lights. You know, we used to have that Andy Dalton thing. Every time we had big games, he'll tuck his tail high. But Joe, he want to smoke a cigar, live it up in the locker room, you know, and I put one in there. I'm going to ride with the Bengals.
I figured. I already got you down for Cincinnati. Of course, y'all know me. I'm a roll with Cincinnati.
Of course.
I just feel like I think both teams learned a lot from the first game. And in fact, for the second game, the fact that it's at home for Cincinnati, it's going to be cold. I just checked the weather. They said it's going to be something around like 27 degrees. At kickoff, it's probably going to be lower than that. It's probably going to be like 20 degrees.
Yeah, they right.
Man, it's Wednesday, man. That is
yeah, I know. I'm just saying.
It could be 50 degrees on Sunday.
My man, it's on Saturday.
On Saturday.
1, 2, 4:30 up north. It's gonna be a different. It's gonna be a different temperature than what it is at 1 o'clock. You can believe that. I feel that right now.
Yeah. With the dark in the dip, I guess it'll dip on out when the sun.
Yeah, it's gonna. I think it's probably gonna be around like what it is now, like 28 degrees. But I see Cincinnati winning. Really, not even with the passing game. I feel like they're gonna make some plays with the passing game, but I feel like ultimately, I think this is a Joe Mixon game like it was last time. The Raiders struggle to stop the run consistently, and in the cold, you really don't want to tackle nobody, especially when you're not used to it. So, and I think some of them are going to try to psych themselves out and trying to go sleeveless, which is not a good idea. So, I like
Who's
Cincinnati.
gonna psych themselves out? The
And
dudes
that's what
Raiders?
playoff. That's what football players do. You know it to be true.
Some
I'll
of
say the
them do it,
score.
some of them don't.
This is true, but I say the score is going to be 21-27 Cincinnati. I think it's going to be a good game, though. The next game that we got on the schedule here, we have the New England Patriots at the Buffalo Bills. That is a night game in Buffalo. Darius, what you thinking, man? Because the last time they went to Buffalo, man, it was it was a deal.
Look, man, as long as it ain't no 50-mile-per-hour wind gust, bro, the Bills is going to go ahead and take this thing, I believe. I do think this is going to be a hellified game. I feel like this could be like what we saw between Oakland and the Chargers, the other night or whatever. I think it is going to be a real good game. But I still feel like overall, on offense, the Bills got the better playmakers right now. And I think that's going to help them because stars help you win. So I have them defeating the Bill Belichickians by a score of 28-18.
I like it. I like it. Blair, what you got, man? What you got for me?
Unfortunately, I can't pick that. I want to pick that. I can't pick the Bills. I don't trust it, bro. No, I don't trust it. And if they made the playoffs, I'm going to believe that Pats can find a way. What way that'll be, I have no idea. I have no idea what that weather in Buffalo is going to be like. I have a feeling that it's not going to go the way people think. Now, is Mac Jones going to feel the moment? I ain't 100%. And Buffalo can give him some trouble because they definitely gave them some trouble in the last game in New England.
I ain't going to lie.
But I just have
last couple of games, Mac Jones, he's starting to look, showing his rookie
He's
side
very
a little
human
bit.
because they are very much like they have enough game film on Buddy now to kind of figure out what he can and can't do well. And I should probably pick the Bills, but crazier things have happened.
It is true.
New England is the king of that division. So star power wise, I feel like I'm not a whole 100%. If they can get enough time of possession on New England side to slow down Buffalo so they don't just railroad them by trying to do quick scores and just kill them or having super long drives. They can do some time of possession to offset it. I can see the Pats winning that game super closely, bro, in like a 21-20 kind of a way.
That's
I like that. I like that. I really like that. Dang, Blair, you got me. Whew.
I know the cold part is this Bill Belichick, bro. Like,
go ahead.
Of
Leap
all the
off the
adjustments that
defense.
people make,
Because
the
the one
defense,
thing Blair said, he said that the Patriots are the kings of that division.
I believe so. They still split
But the
with Buffalo.
facts
Buffalo
are,
didn't rock them twice. So it's
true.
not like they just got smoked.
The
and
facts
they won
are
a situational football game, which is all you got to win, bro.
I really like Buffalo. I really like New England. I really like Buffalo. I just want to start out to say by saying, hey, Blair, we was right from the beginning of the season. We did say they was going to the playoffs, baby.
Bruh, I told you.
Sean.
I told you,
baby.
Yeah, y'all, I give y'all that. Y'all said that.
I
Y'all
told
said
you,
that.
bro.
We told them
Y'all
they was
said
going
that.
to the playoffs. That they that good. They that good. But this is about as far as they going, man. I'm sorry. I gotta go with Buffalo, man. I cannot find myself to do it, man. I can't do it, Blair. I would have been with you. But when you said they're the Kings, factually, the Buffalo Bills are the Kings of the division. They went further in the playoffs last year. They won the division last year. They won it this year. Gotta go with the Bills, man. I think they're gonna get it out, but I think it's gonna be a close game. I want to say 27-21 Bills. John, who you got, bro?
I got, but I would say this. This time next year, be scared of them Patriots. Scared of them Patriots.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they don't even need their quarterback to make, like, phenomenal growth. You just need to make marginal growth, like, not messing up.
You need to put some more pieces around them.
Yeah, he needs more pieces.
Yeah, I could dig that.
He needs more pieces. I think
but
Bill is building.
Go.
Bill is building something right now. Bill is building something right, especially on that defense. He's getting them corners together. They're gonna be all right. Just not this year for me. Just not this year. Moving on. Sunday, kicking it off Sunday afternoon, 1 o'clock, is Philadelphia at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. There he is. Do you see an upset brewing? Tom Brady go out in the first round? Do you see it?
Hey, man.
Going down?
Tried to tell y'all, man, them damn Eagles was scrappy, boy. Them boys done scrapped their way to a playoff spot. That is crazy. One time for the Eagles, because we going to be smoking that Eagle pack after the game. I'm talking Big Brady in the first round. I feel like he go off on these niggas. So I'm going Tampa Bay winning big, 35-13.
Lord Jesus. What you got, Blair? I know you got Tampa Bay, right?
Yeah, let's go Bucks, bro. I don't know. I see them actually, stepping it up for the playoffs because it's the playoffs. And hopefully the defense steps it up and they get the ducks in a row with the offense, the receiver situation going on. That is looking kind of tough. But they seem like they had 1 million receivers, so they should be all right. And I guess a lot of that is just timing and what can Tom something that whatever Tom can come up with. So I'm gonna go Bucks. It might be a gradual blowout because the games lately have been close and then they just end up stupid, ugly somewhere along the way. So I'm gonna say Bucks 31, Philly 20.
All right. Sean?
Bucks in a blowout, 40-10.
Hey, I can very much well see that happening.
Yeah, I can see that too.
Yeah, but I don't. Not so fast, my friends.
This fool
I see it much closer than the experts think. Lee Corso, that's a shout out to you, brother.
This fool ain't about to do that.
I definitely don't see the Eagles winning this game, but I do see it much closer than the experts think, though. I really like the Eagles to keep it nice and close. I see it 24-31 Tampa Bay. They just don't. Philly doesn't have the experience. Tampa Bay is kind of hampered, but they're getting a lot of their players back, and they're at home. I got to go Tampa Bay here. Got to. Moving on. Next game. We have the San Francisco 49ers at the Dallas Cowboys. Woo! Guys, it don't get no easier, Darius. It don't get no easier.
Right here.
Who you got? You got the super well-coached San Francisco 49ers against the talented Dallas Cowboys who are not super well-coached. Who you got? Because the guy don't know how to do timeouts the correct way, apparently. So, are you going non-timeout McGee, or you gonna go?
Timeout McGee. This dude.
This dude.
I'll coach him up, guy. What you doing, man? What you doing?
Man, I really don't know, man. I've been riding the 49ers coattail this year, bruh. I really have. Because them boys is nice, bruh. Hey, man. I got to give credit where it's due. Hey, this dude, Deebo Samuel, is a freaking monster. Like, it's crazy. What's the name? George Kittle. He done got back healthy. I feel like I'm supposed to pick the Cowboys this game. But I can't pick them, bro. I can't pick the Cowboys, man. I can't do it.
It's hard, right? It's hard. It's definitely hard.
Do it.
It is
I
definitely
don't know what it is, man. Like, so I'm feeling it in my bones, dog. Like,
you feel like what you feel is you think they're gonna get out coached.
Yes. And I feel like the Cowboys is gonna be who we thought they was, bro.
Cowboys.
They beat up on some, like everybody was like, oh yeah, them boy put up 50. Yeah, they put up 50 on the Giants. And they
what happened is
they put up 50 on the Redskins.
For them when they start getting schemed.
And I feel like they've been kind of average versus better teams. I think they record against good teams is probably split down the middle this season, if you go look at it. And now, pretty much, unless you playing a 7 seed, all the teams you're going to play is going to be good teams. So
you got to bring it every week. Like,
are
they going to be able to out-talent San Francisco? It just don't have that feel to it.
It don't. And I'm going to go 28-27 San Francisco.
Wow.
That's tough, man, because I wanted to pick the Cowboys.
I'll be that guy.
You made a great argument.
Pick the Cowboys.
No, honestly, I didn't want to pick the Cowboys. I was thinking the whole time, like you, I like Dak, but Dak hasn't looked the same since he came back from that injury. Nobody wants to play San Francisco. I feel like if Jimmy G was healthier and they could have made it through a couple of more state of, people would have really been like, San Fran kind of on the way, even with the injuries and everything they face. So I'm going to go San Francisco. I think it does come down to coaching in this one. I don't know if they're going to outcoach the other side. I'm not, 100% sold on Mike McCarthy. So I'm going to go San Fran. And I'm going to go San Francisco 31. Dallas 24.
I like
they
that.
can get it going. It might be some scores, but I feel like if San Francisco can kind of hold them down, they'll be in there.
Bro, San Francisco offense explodes in so many different ways, bro. Like, it's crazy. It's like they always figure out something that works, bro.
During the game, yeah.
Yes, like something is going to work.
Sean, who you going to go with, man?
The stars at night, big and bright. I'm going with Dallas.
You're going with the boys.
Deep in the heart of Texas.
And I ain't going to say that they're going to be out coached because that man do have some jewelry. But he did have Aaron Rodgers. I might say that.
I'm about to say
he did have.
Man, even if I believed all of that, his last 4 seasons in Green Bay, they did not look that good, bro. Like, as him being the dude in charge of everything, they ain't look good.
when he get to the playoffs, he know what the fuck he doing.
Sounds good.
Sounds
good.
Season, y'all, they can have that. Mike said, wait till the motherfucking playoffs come. I think they will pound the ball with Zeke, the two-headed monster, and all the other stars, they just going to be role players. But it will be a good game. It was hard for me to pick against the 49ers because of their defense and because of Kettle. They do got some dogs, but they are kind of questionable at the B.
Do they have a bad run defense?
No.
Cowboys?
Not necessarily.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say
no,
that.
San Francisco.
No.
No. It's not. No, they don't got no bad run defense.
Okay.
No, they don't. But see, the thing is, I just feel as if they can ground that motherfucking ball in, man. And that will wear them out. Long as they offense stay on the field longer than San Fran, they're gonna win this game.
So you think time of possession matters for this one?
Yes. Especially here in Dallas. But I still put that question mark on Jimmy or Trey, man. Trey, I do think he got a lot of potential, more than a lot of these other rookie quarterbacks. He's in a good system. He got some dog-ass receivers. He got a dog tight end. They just got to get rid of Jimmy some kind of way. Get him around.
Who do you think is better?
Between who?
The Rams or the Cowboys?
The Rams.
Overall, I'm taking the Rams for sure.
Okay.
Rams. But we can't go pound for pound like that because, like, I would pick the Steelers over the Browns, but the Browns beat the Bengals. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't do that. But it was going, but I couldn't do it like a process of elimination like that. I would just have to go with, like you just said, time of possession. I wouldn't even go off a pound for pound with the head coaches. Because, again, I have to give respect where respect is due with that man having some jewelry. The other man ain't got no jewelry. Hell yeah, he a good-ass coach, but he ain't a good enough coach to have jewelry on yet.
Yeah, see, the problem with that is, like, buddy, Mike McCarthy won early. He didn't win late. Like, he got out-coached a lot at the end. Like, he didn't make it. That was his problem and why they kicked him out of Green Bay. Bro. Like, that was the reason they got rid of him.
We can use another example for us. We going to use somebody got a ring late was Jim Fossil. Look at Fossil and them, and I mean that's a lot of guys that was old as hell that got a ring, and then 2 years later they got ran up out of the NFL. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of coaches like that. Then you got some young coaches like old boy Sean McVay. I mean, you got guys that's young and made it to the show, but it's
there for taking. Get it and bring it back to the warehouse.
I think what makes San Francisco a problem is the way they play.
Oh no, they are.
It's the way they play the game, like because they're both supposed to be like technical dudes. Him and Sean McVay have this motion thing. They motion everything, they move everything because it makes you have to adjust so much. A lot of teams don't run that. Like that's hard to deal with when teams don't run motion as much as Sanford. They motion almost on every play. Like somebody's moving pre-snap on almost every single play. That's the way he designs his offense.
Motion and misdirection.
I find that's just tough to deal with unless you have players. Now they do have players in Dallas, but the problem with motion and misdirection is it's just designed to slow those dudes up for a half a second. A half a second of decision making puts them in the position to be where they want to be for those plays. I'm not saying Mike McCarthy can't do it. It's just I'm not as confident in Mike McCarthy. I don't know about Kyle Shanahan, but I always feel like Kyle Shanahan wins when his teams are bad. Like when people like they shouldn't be winning, they missing all these dudes, everybody's hurt, guys are out with COVID, and they still win. That's what makes me more nervous about San Fran than Dallas. Because Dallas ain't really good without that. You know what I mean? Like, they ain't super coaching. They not super doing all this stuff. Like, Dallas is just not as good without that.
Well,
young Christopher.
This right here, man, this is about to bring back some old memories, man. This is like a throwback rivalry from like Deion Sanders, Jerry Rice, Michael Irvin, and all those guys, Ricky Waters, back in those days. That both of these teams playing each other. They used to play each other in the NFC Championship, but now Emmitt Smith, you know what I'm saying? Leon Lett, like those type of days.
Mm-hmm.
Eric
Then
Williams.
was some all-out, drag-out battles. And I feel like this is going to be one of those. But I feel like in the end, San Francisco's quarterback is going to choke. And I like Dallas. I like Dallas in this one. I think Dallas is going to be able to do a lot more things on the offense. I think they're going to be able to affect San Francisco defense in multiple different ways, more ways than how San Francisco can affect their defense. So I like Dallas in this one. I think it's going to be a really close game. I got it 24-21 Dallas. Moving on. Next game. I'm sure pretty much everybody on this channel is pretty much going to go with one team except for one person. We have the Pittsburgh Steelers at the Kansas City Chiefs on Sunday night. Darius, who you got, my man? It's the playoffs. You ain't got no allegiance here. You can do whatever you want to do. You're going for the win. Go for the win and pick KC. If you just want to stay the course, my brother.
First off, I would like to thank the Baltimore Ravens, the Cleveland Browns for being straight dookie. Somehow, they done let me in the playoffs. Hot damn. And we gonna get smoked. But guess what? I'm picking the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Of course.
Set of Super Wild Card Weekend.
Yeah.
TJ Watt, 3.5 sacks.
Oh, hell.
You heard that shit, man.
I
heard 21-17.
21
Pittsburgh moving on. They rigging it for Big Ben.
Okay. Blair?
Yeah, no, Kansas City, bro. Just Kansas City. I don't even know. It should be a good game. It's Pittsburgh.
No,
all
it should
the other
not.
shit he just said, except for is Kansas City. And yeah, Pittsburgh they'll play well enough because they know what's necessary. But I don't, it might get out of hand on them dudes. So I'm gonna go 35-21.
Yeah.
They tried to get Ben to come help.
I feel you. I think Darius is excited that his team made the playoffs and Brianna.
Absolutely.
Hey, at least we better than the Ravens, So yeah, I think it's gonna be really close in the first half. In the second half, I think KC is gonna figure out some things that Pittsburgh is doing on defense, and they're gonna pull away. They'll win by, I'm gonna say 2 touchdowns because Pittsburgh's gonna score one to make it. No, I'm gonna say 10 points because Pittsburgh is gonna score a touchdown to make it within 10. They'll lose by 10. So I'm gonna go 24-34 KC. Sean, who you got, bro?
I'm going to go with a blowout, 31-10 Kansas City. But I do want to say big shout out to Big Ben, man. Even though I was always rooting against you, bro, you're a Hall of Famer in my book. You should be wearing that gold jacket. You got a ton of good memories. I wish you was going out with a bang like the other greats. But shit, man, this just wasn't your year, bro. But you got a chip. You done been to the show. Shit, you're a Hall of Famer. You done played with a whole bunch of Hall of Famers. You got a whole bunch of stats. You done came from a small town. You're the American dream, dude. Besides that shit you be doing on the side, my dude, that ain't cool. Other than that, on the field, it's good for what 18, 19 years. A lot of people can't say that, man. So I salute you. I wish you well. Ride off to the sunset, and next time, keep your shit in your pants.
Facts. Moving on.
Yeah,
Last game of the week. Man, it don't get no better, guys. It's the Arizona Cardinals at the Los Angeles Rams. Come on, y'all.
Man, if somebody done limped into the playoffs any stronger than
this is the
than
playoffs,
Cards,
baby.
please
Come
tell
on now. Playoff football,
no
man.
way, dog.
Come on, Darius. Hey, what's gonna happen? Kyler Murray gonna step up?
Nope.
No.
Bro, you was Kyler Murray for MVP, bro. What happened?
I was. Hey, DeAndre Hopkins happened. That's what the fuck happened. Few injuries happened. And they playing the wrong dudes. I saw this more of maybe an NFC championship type of thing. But I like where the Rams are at right now. What the Rams showed me, even though they lost that last game, they have shown me throughout the year that offense can win the game for them and defense can win the game for them. And with no D-Hop, this dude Jalen Ramsey gets to do what? Whatever the fuck he want to do. So whoever he feel like is hot, he can go there. This nigga's playing unbelievable ball. I feel like Von Miller done kind of settled in with them boys on defense. And I think that's how they really going to try to win or make a deep playoff run. We're going to build off this defense because we know Cooper Kupp can go out there. We got our red zone target with Odell Beckham Jr. Sony Michel has been good for them pretty much all year, and they got Cam Akers back. So I feel like that helped them out a little bit there too. So surprisingly, I'm going with the Rams comfortably 31-16.
31-16.
That's a tough score. That's just them manhandling Arizona, huh?
Hey, that's how I feel. The juice has ran out.
Arizona does not look good. They don't, man. And the Rams at least seem to be playing better. They just have trouble with the 49ers. And since Arizona ain't the 49ers, I'm going to have to go with the Rams. Like, Arizona just don't look good. So I'm going to go Rams. I hope Matt, pulls it out, get a playoff win, and he can kind of keep it moving forward and put kind of Detroit in the rear view, because if you don't, that's the first thing they're going to say is y'all did all that, and this dude is trash baskets and blah, 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 blah. So I'm going to go Rams, man. I'm going to go Rams. Like, please don't blow it, Matthew Stafford Rams, or, please don't blow it, Matthew. Like, just please don't blow it, bro. Really don't want Matthew Stafford to blow it. I don't. And I know he's under a lot of pressure under the circumstances, but I hope he don't blow it, man, because it's not going to be good for him. So, good game. Should be a good game. 24-20, Rams 24, Arizona 17.
Nah, man, who you got on this one, man?
Please don't blow it, man. Like, I don't even, just don't blow it, bro. Like, you can have a conservative game. Just don't be the reason. Like, don't let them ask you that Matthew Stafford thing. Like, hey, Matt Stafford, Carson Wentz is it sometimes. Like, don't let them do you like that, bro. Because I can see it coming. I could definitely see it coming in moments of, it counts. please don't blow it, dude. Like, just play conservative in your wheelhouse, please.
Woo.
I'm sorry,
Hey,
man. So sorry.
He been caping for Matthews all the time. It's time to put up and shut up now.
I ain't been caping for Matt, bruh. Y'all have just been unfairly aggressive to Matthew Stafford.
Look, man, to Matthew Stafford's credit, he now has records for like the best receiver having like receiving yards in a season and the second best, nigga. Because Cooper Kupp is right behind what's his name? Megatron.
Yeah.
And Cooper Kupp got the triple crown this year. So that is big.
That's big time.
Props to Matthew Stafford.
What are they gonna do to stop Cooper Kupp is a thing.
It is a thing. It is a thing. Sean?
I got the Rams, and I actually don't think it's going to be a blowout because these two teams know each other, man. They know each other very well. And again, as far as the head coaches, I really don't see too much of a difference. They both young-minded. They want to air that ball. I really think it's going to come down to the turnovers, to be honest with you. If Jalen Ramsey do get a couple picks, maybe one, a fumble, something like that, I think the Rams can pull it off, and I think it's going to be a tight game. I'm going to go 27-21.
I feel everything y'all saying. I agree with everything y'all said. Neither one of these teams, to me, have been playing great as of late. They both lost on Sunday. Kyler Murray does not trust his receivers, or he not seeing them. There's been a lot of plays where AJ Green is open and he's just not throwing him the ball. Like that's distrust to me. Or he'll have somebody else open and he just misses them.
He is short.
He is short too. That factors in too. With Matthew Stafford, it's one of them. Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
It's the wild 360 toss in the air thing.
Come on.
Long as y'all don't say that, it'll be fine. It'll be, oh, he didn't blow it.
The thing of it is, Matthew, in case you didn't notice, you're no longer playing with Megatron, okay? He, as in Odell Beckham Jr., is not Megatron. You cannot throw it up and he'll jump up and go get it. He's not that guy. He's not him. Two, if y'all paid attention on that last interception he threw, when he was trying to throw it to Odell Beckham, Odell had him beat. He just underthrew him. Bro, we know you got the gun. Throw that bitch out there. Lead him out there. Throw it as far as you can throw it. He'll go get it.
I could see him not knowing OBJ's like top speed. Like I could see that being a thing because they haven't played an entire season together yet. It's only been like 4 or 5 games or something like that. Like it's not like he's had the reps to know what that dude, if you can overthrow him, if you can't, like Matt Stafford has a big arm, bro. And he can easily overthrow you if he just lets it go. Like he can overthrow the whole field. You've watched him do it before. So the thing with that one, I think is just they don't have their timing down yet. Like I don't think he has his timing down with OBJ 100%. Like Hunter Renfro, they are there. Like that,
Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, Cooper Kupp. I'm sorry. Yeah, him and Cooper Kupp, they are there. But OBJ, dude got a bunch of touchdowns already, and they're still working it out. Like they still working the kinks out.
Yeah,
this is true. I'm gonna go. I ain't gonna lie. I originally wrote down the Arizona, but I ain't got the balls to do it, man. I gotta go with the Rams. I'm sorry.
Did you just say you originally
wrote down Arizona?
I just knew Chris was riding with them niggas. I knew he was going
I just ain't got the balls, man. I'm sorry. I punked that at the end, like, man, I can't do it, man. These niggas, he does not trust his receivers, and it pisses me off. I'm like, bro, these guys are open. And then Matthew Stafford ain't giving me that much leeway is it? Because you see people wide open. He just chucking that bitch down all the way down to get intercepted. And I'm just like, what the fuck are you doing? Are you looking at the middle of the field? Jesus Christ.
Bro, when Matt Stafford throws those things, be like, you by your 10-yard line.
This nigga done close his eyes and
when he
launch
does
that
and chucks the ball, you like by
You
your
done hit
10-yard
that Brett
line,
Favre,
like,
dog.
Bro, that is
That Brett Favre.
Years of playing with Calvin Johnson, I could just throw it. And he down there somewhere. I'ma throw this bitch. He gonna
dude,
get
he's been
it.
off Calvin Johnson long enough that shouldn't still be in his bones.
But it is,
Calvin's
man.
been gone like 6 years, dude.
But it is. He in the Hall of Fame already. He's still playing like he playing out there with Calvin. Just
bro,
throwing it out there.
I'm telling you.
He got the Brett Favre complex, bro.
That's why they like Matthew Stafford, because he plays like what Brett. It's the idea that Matt can make every throw on the field because his arm is that strong. So Matt also thinks this as well. So he throws things that he shouldn't throw sometimes. The ones I only care about are the 360 interceptions, bro. I don't care about trying to fit it into a tight window. I don't care about none of the rest of that, bro. I 100% am okay with you taking a chance here or there. I am not okay with you doing the pirouette do-si-do move and just throwing the ball in the air. And it's like, I'm not for that, bro. Like, I'm going to just tell you straight up, I am not for that life. Like, I don't know where you think that's cool, but it's not cool in the NFL. Like, come on, Matt. That is just not what's up, bro. I am cool with chances. I like aggressive quarterbacks. I like dudes with arms that can put it in there. What I don't like is dudes that just do the spin around in circles, see if you can keep your balance and throw the ball somewhere. Like, I don't like that idea, bro. No. That's what I don't like about Matt Stafford. If he can stop that, I'm good.
Basically what Blair just said, he gonna stick beside him. Hopefully he don't choke his lungs out. But that's gonna do it for the rest of this week's episode of Yeah, I'm Stupid.
Come on, Matty. Come on, Matt. Don't blow it for us, baby. I thought he was closing it out. Close it out.
None of y'all teams played in the national championship. Y'all just want to slide by that shit, huh?
Oh, no.
Of course. You know how we are. We are 100%.
Of course not.
I see how y'all do.
I mean,
neither one of these teams is my team either, though.
I mean, I watched it. It was a good game. Man?
How do y'all feel? I feel like, hey, Kirby Smart was like, I gotta get this one, bro.
I feel like the do-over was real. I feel like the do-over was real. They needed that loss to figure it out.
Oh yeah,
out the Davis.
I think they were not ready in that first game. Like, they just weren't ready for Alabama. And then they got smoked. And they like, hey, I told y'all need to be ready because they come ready every time. And that's what happened.
It was like, hey, we are not the team that we put on the field in the SEC championship. And they were not.
Well, I feel like Georgia's defense is great, but their weakness was their corners. And when number one went out, and the defensive coordinator said it, hey, one is out, ain't no excuses no more. So that's the dude that they feared. Hey, he gonna take it off. He gonna take this motherfucker 75 yards, and you ain't gonna catch him. Once he went out, I think it was a wrap.
I feel like even if they would have had that nigga, Georgia's defense was playing so fast, bruh.
Oh yeah.
Like, it was crazy.
Like they bought in that second game, bro. They believed they could actually win that game.
These dudes was flying. This dude, it don't matter who was in the game. Bryce Young was not gonna have the time to throw to who he wanted to throw to. Bro, third down, he already know. Get the moving, bruh. Get the moving. Cause we coming. 7 of us. We coming.
Yeah.
But like I said, I feel like Alabama don't got no excuse. You was in the red zone 5 times.
No, they just lost that game.
No,
It's,
yeah, they
it's
just
nothing
lost.
to say. They just lost. They got outplayed
Yeah,
because they came to play. Like Alabama was there. They showed up. They didn't come, and wasn't ready to go. They was ready to go. They just lost. That was one of them. They clearly just lost that game. Georgia came with a different energy in this game, and I think it was because they lost. Like, that's that, hey, I won't do it again. Like, if this is what it takes, they know what it takes. You come off a season of playing all these other opponents and kind of really just beating everybody up the way you want to, and then you get to Alabama, and it's like, Alabama ain't going for that.
All right.
Ever.
No, I mean, I understand what y'all saying. I just felt like once Alabama lost that guy who could take the top off the defense, their offense was different.
Yeah,
he can't.
That's every offense.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it was different. They had to switch up the game plan. You got to bring in somebody else. Got to step up. Like Nick said, hey, we got a lot of talented players out here. Somebody else got to step up.
Everybody on that squad is 4 and 5 stars.
Hey, guess what?
Ain't no excuse.
Nobody did.
Guess what?
Nobody did.
Hey, I don't care who's hurt. Y'all niggas could have had fucking gridiron gang or niggas from the longest yard or whoever. Man, you made it to the red zone 5 times and you Alabama. Hey, you gotta punch that shit in there. At least twice. At least twice. You
There was no
Alabama.
punching that in there.
Where 5-star recruits sit behind 5-star recruits.
Facts.
You gotta have it. Championship game, you gotta have it. But like you said, it was a great game, man. It was a great game. That shit was lit. Shit was lit.
Any final thoughts, Sean?
Yeah. Fuck the SEC.
I fucks with it.
Hey.
It was a good game, though, but I knew Georgia was gonna win that shit. But since we own college, big shout out to Deion Sanders with his recruiting still going.
All right, he pulling players from everywhere.
Doing the HBCUs very quick, man. Good luck.
If they figure out that you don't need to go to one of them schools,
I think like
still make it.
what was I want to say not Thon Maker's brother, but one of them boys went to Howard to play basketball.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I do, like, because when you look at, and we ain't even trying to do nothing about like the race or anything like that, but let's just be realistic. If you look at the NFL, you look at the NBA, the majority are black young men. So if these black young men go to some of these HBCU schools, it would make a hell of a difference. And especially since this nigga named Biden, I said it on the podcast, and took away all these black kids' money. Let's start bringing some money with some sponsorships, some McDonald's, some, I don't give a fuck, churches, you feel me? Rallies, some big Buford motherfucking sponsorships, you know what I'm saying? Campus, because all the Ohio States and the Michigans and the South Carolinas and the Alabamas and all them, they get the sponsorships because they got the kids to come to shine. So these young boys come to these schools and shine and get education. You can still do the same thing 1 year and go on the basketball side. You can do the 2-3 years, depending on how old you are, on the college football. Just bring some money to the university so we can get some better funding for as the buildings look shitty in most of these HBCUs. They still got old ass books that's falling apart. You know what I'm saying? These teachers are underpaid for all the shit that they do because some of these kids got ADHD and everything else we can list. But they understand these children, but they are getting underpaid. All these HBCUs are super underfunded, man. So again, with the president taking away their money, they need these resources from athletes. And I'm just being honest. A lot of these big schools, y'all get y'all resources from the athletes. So shout out to Deion. And yeah, hopefully some more young men will decide to take their talents to an HBCU.
I mean, I ain't got nothing else to say after that. You said that pretty much perfectly. I just nothing else left to say. That was big shit right there. But
Biden, let us get $1 billion.
Next week, I'm gonna get our way too early top 5. going into next season as far as college football. Thank y'all for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. Tell all your friends about us. Let them know that we're the best podcast going right now. Holla at y'all until next week. Deuce.
Steelers made the playoffs, nigga.
Peace. Let's go blue.
Blue what, nigga? Shit.
Blue.